Hey guys, it's about time for another devlog, and this one's gonna be quite short. Reason? Well, because what I've been doing since the last time was pretty much just redoing the entire tutorial. I had one of my acquaintances to test play the tutorial I made, and apparently that didn't help him understand the game at all. Even after the tutorial, he was still really confused as to what each stats mean in the game, ultimately leading him to play the game in a completely unintended way. He naturally thought fitness stat was like a life point, and tried to avoid having zero fitness, which if I think about it now is a reasonable misunderstanding for experienced gamers. He also didn't understand why these two wheels rotate from time to time and etc. And there was even when I had those explained in the tutorial. So I guess the explanations I wrote were just too brief in players' point of view, and at the same time it was too much for players to consume so many brief explanations all in one stage, because I prepared only the first stage to be the tutorial stage to learn the game. There were other problems too, but all in all I decided to spread out the tutorial over 3 stages with better descriptions that fit well with the story of each stage. I'm hoping the new tutorial will teach players at a far slower pace with little baby steps at a time, because what I think is the baby step probably isn't for players, that's my theory. Another test play will be needed. I really hope things are okay this time. I honestly spent way too much time working on it, so this one gotta be okay. Although redoing the tutorial ate up most of my time, I also did a bit of optimization. I only did a bit because there wasn't much I could do really. I mean, coming from a server programming background, something like this is the area that I have the least knowledge about. Anyway, the game was fairly small in size, so compressing resources or anything like that wasn't needed, so there was one problem checked. The main problem is, and I mentioned this a few times before, is the draw calls. The only method I know to reduce draw calls to the games I suppose is to put graphic resources into Atlas. I believe drawing one big graphic is more efficient than drawing something small many times, and don't leave a comment if I'm wrong, and showing only the small parts of a big graphic is the basic concept of using Atlas if I'm right. After I was done packing, draw calls, as you can see, were reduced by about 15%, but I thought the packing would do a much better job than this. So I looked into Unity's frame debugger, and to my surprise, UI components were the main villains for the draw calls, not the animals. And I was blaming these animals all this time. And after googling, I found out how I place my UI objects in hierarchy do affect the draw calls as well. But I can't go back and look at every single pop-ups and pages to rearrange their hierarchy. I'm just gonna end up with too much works and bugs again. So this is as far as I'll go with optimization. I'm not satisfied, but sometimes I just gotta let go and move on. Lesson learned, never leave optimization to the last. Final little change I made. The Parchment now shows stat change info. The one that tested the tutorial for me, he also told me that his focuses were kept drawn to these wheels and stats on the right, while what he has to read is on the Parchment on the left. I suppose rotating wheels and blinking stat icons do take away a lot of visual focus. It's not a huge problem to worry about, but I wanted to tell players about their state changes a bit more clearly anyway, so I thought adding useful information such as this would also bring a little more focus to the left and therefore the whole screen. Okay, didn't seem like much, but these are my past progress. With this, I now really consider the programming part of this project to be done. Once this devlog is uploaded, I will probably be on a date with my Excel datasheet 24/7. I originally wished this one to be the last devlog before launching, but I doubt I can finish off filling in all the game data as much as I want, as well as setting up store pages, plus drawing app icon and few other extra things that I bet I can't imagine yet. So, hope I can be done with game data by next time. Until then, thank you as ever for watching, stay tuned, and I will catch you in the next devlog.